Oh,
wow, that all happened
You
very
are
quickly.
in the right place. You are listening to the Love Gurus podcast. We're a little late due to technical difficulties on my part, but we are going to take ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit now. Yeah, I shortened it. See?
Woo!
I did abbreviate.
Jazzy. It's
Yeah.
jazzy.
Uh-huh.
Keeping the jazzy bits in.
It gets us right in there quick.
A little bit more juice. There we go. There
Yes.
we go. Now I'm feeling good.
Oh, I got
Yes. This is the Love Gurus podcast. Thank you for being here. If you are listening on the audio-only platforms, we still appreciate you, but you should watch live every single Thursday,
Definitely.
8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can ask questions right in the chat. Give us your comments. Oh, Matt in the chat says, I didn't see the show last week. My buddy John told me Cat Stevens was on and wouldn't let Joel have Cat's White Claws. I got to see this. Yeah. No, we're doing
Yeah.
high noons.
Is this chat
That definitely
GPT?
happened. Yeah,
It's,
that definitely happened.
Stevens.
Yeah, Kat was on. But yeah, I mean, we have a great episode. We have the theme for this week is "It Takes a Village."
Nice.
So
True.
the questions kind of revolve around that. But
Very true.
speaking of something that takes a village, this podcast, and the reason why we say village is because we have two comics
Yes.
that each of them are such powerhouses.
That's
Each
right.
person is essentially a village.
That's right. First Village. She is a returning guest, a hilarious stand-up comic, the one, the only Kayt Hester. Thank you for being back on the show.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Absolutely.
I think this is my third time.
What?
I
Yeah.
know, or fourth. One of those.
You get a velvet jacket
One
now.
of those numbers.
That's
oh,
right.
yeah. Oh, my God.
Uh-huh.
I would love a
Yeah.
Guru's
You-
jacket.
Green jacket.
You've lettered
Love
in the
Gurus.
Love Gurus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh, Kate Balls of Fire on Instagram. That's K, the number 8.
Nice.
The word balls.
Balls
And then
is good.
_O_fire.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice,
Also,
nice.
Kayt Hester on Twitter, which I hardly ever use anymore because now it's just right wing hell. And that's KaytHester. So.
Nice.
All right, so look her
Yeah.
up, follow her.
Definitely.
Also, returning guest to the podcast, a hilarious stand-up comic as well, Mr. Dan Frank. Thank you for being on the show.
Hey guys, thank you for having me.
Where can they find you?
Yeah. Oh, I can be found at Not Anne Frank on
Not-
Instagram. 2 Ks, because this girl took the 1 K.
What?
Yeah, we hate her.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
bullshit.
do. We
should
do.
dox
I
her.
hate that.
Let's dox her.
Dox her.
Find out where
Yeah.
she lives and works.
She's at 2109.
I will plant cocaine in her school bus that she's driving tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will get her canceled, fired, the whole 9 yards.
It's also
Please
just
do.
annoying when someone uses the handle that you could is like misusing a handle
Yes.
that
Yeah.
you could put to such a better use.
She's got like
So annoying.
she's got like 300 followers. What's she
Yeah.
doing with that? I got
I'll bet-
3,000.
Yeah.
I'll bet she doesn't. I'll bet she doesn't
Literally
recycle.
10 times more.
No.
Yeah, she doesn't recycle.
She hates
Yeah.
the earth.
She's that person that like she throws her garbage on the side of the road and just doesn't even care.
We
That's
hate
right.
her.
We
That's
hate
right.
her.
She's the worst.
So
She's
let's
the worst.
dox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some chats. Eugene on YouTube says
Yeah.
the girls are cute. What about the boys, Eugene? Matt on YouTube says
Maybe he was actually talking about you, Jake. He doesn't know
Yes.
he doesn't know your pronouns or how you
yeah, it's
identify.
true. That's true. He's actually very progressive and forward thinking. I bet he's chugging Bud Light right now. Matt on YouTube says Daryl Nurse beat the hell out of Alexander Haig.
Huh?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what any of that means.
I'm gonna Google Alexander Haig while you read the rest of the comment.
Let's see. Joel on YouTube says, "Sorry, I'm late, friends. Welcome back to the beautiful bride." Yeah,
Aw, shucks.
yeah.
Thanks.
She's married now. She got married.
Yeah, I totally got married, and you know what's hilarious is now everyone wants to talk about my sex life. Like
You're
I
married?
wasn't.
You got married?
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It was a great wedding, all
It's a
that
good
the rest.
wedding,
But yeah,
yeah.
now people are like, "You guys having a lot of sex?" It's like we've lived together for 4 years. Like, what are you?
Right,
Right.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's the same amount of sex, if
Yeah.
not less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's the same. But cute. You guys think I waited?
Yeah.
Right?
You cute.
It is fun. When people would ask me, I'd be like, "We lived together for 5 years." But yes, we've been waiting the whole time. It's been a while. It's been a while, too.
I've been
Every-
sleeping on the couch.
Every night we we make a pillow divider
Yes.
so that he doesn't get handsy.
Your parents
Yeah.
watch you to make
Yes.
sure
Yeah,
you're
you
sleep
keeping
head
it.
to toe.
Oh, you use your ring cam to check your Amazon deliveries? My dad checks it for my partner's penis.
Real
Okay,
cockblocker.
that's what
Yep.
he uses. That's what we use our ring cam for.
His balls are bluer than the sky on a cloudless day. Let's see. Shannon on YouTube
My friend
says,
Shannon.
Damn, I love him. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Oh, she said Dan. I thought she said damn.
Let me say it back. Oh, she said
Dan,
this
I love him.
earlier.
So-
Says tell him to say hi
I
back.
love you
Yeah.
too, Shannon. We had this conversation earlier at dinner. She told me I love you. I forgot to say it back.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, that sounds
She
like an
called me
episode of
out.
The Love Gurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
That's brutal.
Ooh,
It
rough.
was, and then I said it back. I said it,
There you go.
yeah, in front of
Okay.
all of her coworkers.
Well, now you've said it
And I made
live
a
on the
giant
internet.
deal. Oh yeah,
Well,
I
that's
love
cool.
you, Shannon.
Here's
this should cover me.
Here's a question though: would you rather get left hanging with "I love you" or a high five? I think I'd rather get left hanging on an "I love you."
yes.
A high
Yeah.
five is
High five.
demoralizing.
Do you know
Because
what?
people can see that from across the room too.
Do you know what hurts?
Even
I
deaf
noticed
people
this
can
the
see
other
that.
day. You wanna make someone feel weird. You go up to a table of people and you say goodbye to everybody except for one person.
Yeah.
Then
Oh.
leave.
Oh, that
That
is.
sounds like my coworkers at my job
I'm
every day.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm
my
gonna start doing that.
bullying asshole coworkers.
People.
Yeah, who my boss
So
will come
messed
back
up.
from Dunkin' Donuts with like drinks for everybody but me.
That's
wow.
awesome.
Wow, I saw.
You got
nice.
latte cooked.
Thanks
Oh.
for asking
That's right.
me. I know.
Hey.
You've been
Fucking
latte cooked.
assholes.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
listeners.
my
That's
God.
Ice
your,
cold.
I mean, I
Listeners.
did call him a terrible leader, but still.
Terrible
still.
leader.
Listeners,
Well, yeah,
that
but
is your
with
that is
that-
your challenge for the week. Go goodbye,
Yeah.
cuck somebody.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Wow.
say goodbye to
Yeah.
everybody but one person.
I know. It's
I
literally
wouldn't-
my job every day.
Yeah, that's
Just standing there watching the goodbyes happen.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm the cuck.
Nah, I meant goodbye, cucks. No.
Oh, you're saying cook. I thought you were saying cook. I'm like, goodbye,
Cook?
cook. What is
Goodbye,
that?
cook.
Yeah,
Goodbye, cook.
Goodbye, cook.
it's your final meal.
Yeah, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
wow. I mean, that's harsh though, and especially in a work
Yeah.
setting where you're kind of like
So
paid to
toxic.
be nice.
Yes.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Toxic.
I mean, it's like in a friend situation, whatever. Some people are a-holes, but like in a work situation where you're literally paid to get along with other
Yeah.
people, and then
No.
wow, ice
I
cold.
don't know.
Kate, I'm gonna think
Yeah.
about you from the hours of 9 to 5.
Thank
now.
you.
Like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just going back to Alexander Haig. Apparently, was the former U.S. Secretary of State, which tells you how smart I am. I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
Once Condoleezza Rice and Hillary were out, I'm like, I don't really care
Yeah.
about Secretary
Yeah.
of State anymore.
Wasn't Janet Reno the Secretary of State?
Under,
Or Attorney
Clin-
General?
under Clinton.
She was
I think-
the Attorney General.
Attorney General.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at me with my knowledge.
Yeah. Oh,
I
and
even
also,
work on a political show. That's how fucking dumb I am about everything.
oh, but also this guy is like, born in 1924. Oh, he's also dead. Okay,
Oh, yeah?
so yeah, he died in 2010. So I'm not.
He died in 2010.
That's not like a
We don't care
recent.
anymore.
Gone too soon, I say.
You know, he looks like that actor. I can't think of his name, but he's in White.
Oh, Michael
Lotus.
Shannon. Michael
Yeah,
Shannon. Yeah.
yes.
He does look like Michael Shannon.
He looks like
Jesus
Michael
Christ,
Shannon.
That guy is
Oh my
creepy.
God, the forehead
who's
on
Michael
that guy.
Shannon?
I'll show you.
That
You'll know
guy
it.
looks like he definitely had a weird
He
torture
looks
room in
like-
the Pentagon somewhere.
He looks like Slugworth in Willy Wonka.
That
Yeah.
also Slugworth.
He goes in there torturing people.
Oh yeah,
And they-
that guy. Oh,
That
my
guy
that looks
God.
exactly like Alexander
Oh my
Haig.
god. Yeah. Yeah.
We need an Alexander
slightly
Haig
different.
type for this. Michael Shannon, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael,
Perfect.
Michael Shannon just looks like he's constantly suffering from scurvy. Give that guy some vitamin C.
Yeah,
Like he looks
yeah.
like he hasn't been in the sun or enjoyed citrus in like 27 years. He just looks malnourished.
Yeah.
No, okay, I'm alone on that.
Joanne on YouTube says, I'm painting the house tonight, so I can't comment, but I'm here listening.
Oh wow!
Thank you, Joanne.
Good luck. Wow,
Hope it
Joanne, that
comes
is a
out.
big
Nice.
undertaking.
Keep your
Eugene
windows
says, I
open.
have a crush on the
These
girls.
updates are great.
You know, I didn't wear makeup. I had to take a shower after work today because I was out in the field all
Yeah.
day and I felt slimy. And I was like, I'm not wearing makeup to this
Out in
tonight.
the
So I
fields.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Tilling
Yeah.
the fields.
The pedestrian safety field. Yeah,
Ooh.
I know.
I
So
know.
I did feel unattractive, but Eugene is making me feel better. So
Eugene
thank you,
Eugene's bringing
Yeah.
the love.
Eugene, I just want you to know that I'm polishing off the last of my hangover right now. That's not why I'm not as lovely as usual.
Well, speaking of polishing off
Yes.
things, should we polish off a few questions?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Let's
Whoa,
take our
Love
first,
that transition.
first question on the
Jeez.
Love Gurus
Right.
podcast.
Smoothie.
People, if you've got questions to write in, write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com.
Shannon,
Or
write
even
a
better,
question.
watch live, like, and subscribe. Make sure to do that. Hit that button. Give us the likes. Give us the subscribes. Give us your comments. Give us your questions in the chat. But for right now, we're going to take our first question from the wild animals on Reddit.
First question. Now, let me preface this question by saying it's long, and you are going to have to pay attention to names. So,
sure.
yeah, it's a little, yeah, anyway. But anyway, first question. Husband and son both lied to me. I'm 34 and my husband is 36. We've been married for 12 years. There's a woman in our neighborhood named Noelle, and my husband helps her out sometimes since she's a single mother. A few weeks ago, my husband said that he's seen Noelle handle situations that he didn't think I would be able to handle. I tried to talk to him about it, why it bothered me that he would say that, and he just said that I shouldn't think too much on it and that I'm focusing on the wrong things. Then yesterday, when I came home from work, I saw a pair of women's Fendi sunglasses on our kitchen island,
What?
kind of hidden behind our fruit bowl. I picked them up and asked my husband whose sunglasses they were. He looked confused and said he thought that they were mine. When I confirmed that they definitely were not, our older son, who was at the kitchen table at the time, said that they were his friend Allison's, and he accidentally took them home. These are very expensive sunglasses, and I know Allison's mother, and she would not let her take something expensive like that to school.
Women know sunglasses. Don't fucking lie to women involving sunglasses.
When I then spoke to Allison's mother, she confirmed the sunglasses were not hers nor Allison's, and that they wouldn't own an expensive pair of sunglasses like that. When I told my son and my husband this, they both feigned ignorance, and my son went from saying that he could have sworn they were Allison's to, well, maybe not, I don't know whose they are. Then my husband said he remembered taking the sunglasses out of my son's backpack. Then, however, our younger son walked
They're
in
just
and
a
said,
sunglasses gate. I love this.
Yeah.
Sunglasses.
recognized the sunglasses and said, oh, those are Noelle's sunglasses. The woman, my husband,
busted.
said I shouldn't be upset over.
I'll bet it made her more upset.
I'm going to confront my husband when he gets home, but what do I say to him? What's the best way to handle this? So again, to basically give a synopsis, so there's this chick Noelle that lives in the neighborhood, and the husband was giving all this, flattery to, oh, she just handles so much as a single mother. She's so strong, which is, nice. But the wife comes home, realizes that Noelle's sunglasses have been left on the table, yet she didn't know Noelle was stopping by. She had no idea. And in addition to this, the son helped cover it up.
Yeah, that's the big point. Is like
apple doesn't
Yeah.
fall far from the tree. Am
The
I
son-
right?
The son and dad of Guy Code.
Yeah.
They're just like,
That's right.
If there's a sock on the door,
As
Noelle
the father
is
of a
behind
7-month-old,
it.
I find this story heartwarming and endearing.
Aw.
I'm teaching my son at an early age, bros before hoes, little chick.
Yeah.
Bros before hoes.
Yeah. And it got elaborate quick.
Yeah.
Like, why did it get elaborate so effing quick?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
but
wild.
also,
Yeah.
like, again, I get it that if there's a pair of sunglasses, but here's the other thing: is like, they were expensive sunglasses. What if they were like crappy sunglasses? Would she be as annoyed or?
No, I think she
You know.
was just saying they're expensive because she noticed them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's very noticeable.
Yeah,
It would be-
exactly.
it's the same as saying there was a fluorescent pink hat.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
stood out.
Oh,
That's
stood
what-
out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
friend of the show, Dana Friedman's in the chat.
Hey.
She says maybe there is a new
Dana.
phenomenon known as the eyes-only cross-dresser. That's right.
Yeah, it's I mean, maybe the husband maybe they were the husbands and he just hadn't put them away yet or something.
It's
Yeah.
he's gonna put on those women's sunglasses in Florida and be kicked out of the state.
Yeah.
It's against the rule to wear women's sunglasses in Florida.
Yeah. So I guess two questions about this. Again, so keep in mind, so she's only 34 and they've been married for 12 years. So they were married relatively young in in my humble opinion. But two things. One is that she's obviously feels threatened by Noelle. She feels threatened because the husband's complimenting her because she's so great. Secondly, regardless of what's happening, the son is clearly picking up that gotta lie to
help
mom.
Dad out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta help dad. Which
I wonder if he thinks it's like it's gonna disturb their marriage and then make them get divorced or something.
Yeah, I think the son has the best intentions.
Yeah.
I'm on the lying son side.
Yeah.
I was
He's the real hero in this story.
like, I definitely picture the dad taking the son aside and being like, "Hey, don't say anything." But ultimately, the son would think, "Oh, well, I don't want my mom and dad to split up."
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
now that's sad. Now it's sad.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
this
the
is
funny
father.
before.
Maybe the father has something on the son. Like,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
gonna-
Oh,
tell
he's
mom-
blackmailing the son.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you tell mom that Dana was over or whatever,
Yeah.
was that the right
Noelle,
name?
yeah.
Noelle was over.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to tell her about your terrible or whatever happened
Report
at school.
cards.
that
And I tell her you
Yeah.
stole a candy
Yeah.
bar, and he's like, I never
That's
even
right.
stole
I
a
mean,
candy bar.
does
Like,
she
she
have-
doesn't know.
Your
Does-
darkest secrets will come to light, son. If you ever tell your mother where these glasses came from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of any reason. Because why weren't they just like, oh, they're what's her faces? Like the
Yeah.
neighbors. Like
Oh,
she came over
Well,
for a
yeah,
second.
that's the thing is like
Yeah.
I think that I agree with you. I think the fact that it was like this days long conspiracy theory where they're lying to her, that's worse than
Yeah.
just being like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Noelle was over here because she's borrowing the broom or
Or
whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just tell her what really happened. I mean,
Borrowing
maybe
the
I'm sure this woman.
Not everyone has a broom, Dan.
In order for like the son and the dad to be
Sorry, I
lying,
have
maybe
two.
she has level 12 meltdowns at absolutely everything. But still, with something
Yeah.
like this, it's best just to tell the effing truth.
It's
no
a
matter-
it's
you
a
know?
total Watergate situation where
Yeah.
the cover up is so much worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Than because it sounds like it probably was something small, but once you get caught lying about it, it's like, oh
Now
no,
it's
now
like,
I'm
why
now
are you lying?
Yeah,
The
like
dad-
now it looks
Yeah.
really
The
bad.
dad
Was she
being
over here,
Richard
like,
Nixon in
blowing
this
the both of
situation.
you? Yeah.
Oh,
she's-
oh, Lizzie on YouTube says, miss you guys. We miss you too, Lizzie.
Aw.
Joel on YouTube says, husband and son were spit roasting Noel. Trust me.
Oh, Jesus. So they just like high fives,
Yeah.
like, we got this. We're
Joel
not gonna
knows
tell
about
Mom.
spit
Which
roasting
again
Noel.
brings me back to my original
Is that-
question:
oh,
Is
yeah.
it worse to get left hanging on a high five, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an I love you.
or an I love you?
Can't say I love you, son.
He's going to be in therapist 20 years from now going, I've never forgotten the day that I was spit roasting Noel with my dad. And he left me leaning, he left me hanging on a high five. Our Eiffel Tower turned
I
into
was
the
gonna
Leaning
say,
Tower of
wasn't
Pisa.
it the Eiffel Tower? They
Yeah.
call that Eiffel Tower.
It's the Leaning Tower of Pisa now if you leave him hanging on the high five. Very damaging to a kid. And the therapist is like, that is not what's fucking you up, man. That's not the fucked up part of this story.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm paying you, damn it. He's like, okay, fine. It
No,
is
the
the
point
fucked
is
up
you
part.
lied to your mother,
Yeah.
not that you were
Yeah.
spit roasting the woman next door with your
Ay, Dios
father.
mío. Yeah.
Oh, Dana says, give your husband the benefit of the doubt and consider he may be a cross-dresser and was low on accessories.
That
Yeah.
that but on
Thank
I
God
think,
we have this
yeah,
perspective.
I
Yeah.
think that if
Yeah.
that's what's going on in that situation, that to me is best case scenario 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Best case scenario, he was cross-dressing. He likes to get into his car and wear his, Fendi sunglasses. Worst case scenario, we all know where this is going.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like, I think that like the fact that it's one thing if he compliments her, even if he hadn't said those compliments about Noelle, the fact, as Kate said, the fact that he's lying about it is what makes this a red flag. But
Yes.
what do you do in this situation? So
Right.
your son's lying. Like, do you confront the husband? Do you confront Noelle?
Sure.
Do you gather more evidence?
Yeah.
Like a cold
Yeah.
case file? Do you contact Netflix, pitch this story,
straight.
and then ask them if they want to do a real life
There you
to
go.
catch
Yeah.
a predator as
There you
your husband?
I'm
Yeah.
already seeing this is going to be a series, limited series. It's going to be called Cats in the Cradle, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Not a reality show.
I'm
this
thinking
is
live
reality-worthy?
action movie. I'm thinking
Yeah.
I'm thinking we get actors to reenact this.
Yeah.
Also, what else the hell do they lie to her about on a daily basis
Yeah,
together?
exactly.
Everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why she's got to
Everything.
not tell about this because now you know that they're both lying to
Yeah.
you, and you can't. You're like you're an undercover informant. And you can't blow your cover until you get the
Yeah.
goods.
Yeah.
But here's a question: what if you do find out that your family is lying to you about everything? do you bring that in and think, oh, maybe it's me that needs to change in the scenario, or do you blow that back and think you guys aren't following my rules? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do in that situation?
Family therapy.
That's a tough one.
Apparently, my family hates me to the point where they're all fucking lying to me.
Yeah.
They'd rather lie to me than deal with my realness, like deal with who I am as a person.
Yeah.
They hate me that much that I'm not worth the simple truths. Like, maybe I need to look into myself. Like, definitely family therapy is necessary.
My husband and son only tell me the truth on April 1st as an ironic prank.
Yeah.
Plus, look at what the husband's teaching the son, who's now going to lie to his wife.
But this is what I'm like. It's, you meet those people that it's like, you have those friends that you really like because they're so nice and genuine, and then you meet their parents. It's like, oh, that makes sense because their parents are also super nice and genuine. Same thing on the other side. Someone who's like an a-hole, and then you meet like their family members or whatever, and they are also a-hole. And again, it is like that family dynamic that they're like passing down like, crusty feet.
Dana says, I actually deleted the eyes only comment with a substitution. Nice. There you go. Lizzie says, I'm on my way back to work, loving the vibe. Oh, thank you, Lizzie.
Yes.
Which parent dispenses the allowance? Great question, Dana.
Oh, yeah.
But Dad, clearly.
Yeah.
No allowance if you rat on me.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, yeah. The dad's the one that
You don't
puts up
get
the gold stars on the
$10
fridge.
this week.
I'm so impressed you guys can read these. You people at home need to understand this is like
Tiny.
the tiniest print at the doctor's office. Like, I have no idea how they can read
And I'm
these
borderline illiterate. So it's tough. It's really tough for me. Shannon on YouTube says, I have a question. I have an anxious. Oh, should we play some music for this one? Let's take this question as soon as we're done with this question.
Right, we haven't resolved yet.
Yeah,
Shannon.
you guys want
Well,
to
we
move
can
to
do.
some,
I feel like we've kind of already. So let's just go to final advice for this first question.
All right, let's get some final advice.
My final advice for this woman is, if you're suspicious at all that your family's lying to you, I think if they're expensive sunglasses, you start wearing them. And you wear them to the grocery store. You wear them to school drop off. Everything. You wear these sunglasses everywhere, and then if someone's like, hey, those are mine, then bring it up. But again, and make it uncomfortable for everyone. Just air your dirty laundry. I guess I'm just gonna wear those. And then once Nancy down the street's like, hey, wait a second, those are Noelle's, you're gonna be like, oh, well, not anymore. If she's gonna take something from you, I'm gonna take something from her.
That's right. And then when she calls you out on it, you throw shades. Literally. You throw the shades right at her. Yeah.
It takes a village to
It
figure
takes a
this out.
Right?
That's right.
Bam.
That's right. Any more final advice?
Yeah, what's your guys' final advice?
Well,
for
you
these
always
people?
have to ask yourself, and I saw this on Dr. Phil, but it's amazing advice. It is amazing advice.
I'm back.
You have
This
to
woman
ask
went to
yourself,
Dr. Phil before she came
Right?
here.
Yeah.
She went
Yeah.
on Dr. Phil before this. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
How fun am I to live with?
Yeah, but you got to say
Are
it like
you
Dr. Phil.
raging? How fun am I to live
How
with?
fun am
Yeah.
I
You
to
gotta
live
you
with?
ask
fun?
yourself that. Do you make it a living hell for everybody in your house every day?
Yeah.
Are you
Or even your
miserable to
son
be
is
around?
covering his tracks.
Why does
That's
your
a good
son
question.
hate you so bad? He's
Yeah.
lying to you about
Exactly.
glasses.
Yeah.
Why are you being sunglasses cucked by Nancy next door?
You
Nancy.
definitely everyone in Dr. Phil's family has heard that sentence from his son.
Yeah.
I just bought you a
You
$10
live
million
with.
mansion because you are not fun to live
Right.
with.
But I use that, and it helps. Like, if
Yeah.
it really stops you from being a supreme cunt. Like, people are like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Supreme
all right,
cunt.
I came
Yeah.
home, the house is a mess, but
Supreme
I can
Cunt is my favorite
take 30
Godzilla
seconds to clean it.
rifle.
Yeah.
or I can fight all night.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, all right,
And
you know
ruin the
what?
night.
I
Yeah.
just pictured a
Like,
giant
I'm gonna take
vagina
30
like
seconds to clean it.
Godzilla's like punching it.
I
just
think
like,
it is
We need
anime that
Godzilla.
probably exists. It
I
probably exists.
just feel like it's
that
some.
porn is somewhere.
I
We need
just feel like
Godzilla to
it's.
protect us from Supreme Cunt.
Oh no! I just
Yeah.
feel like it's definitely something that Domino's delivers. Like
The
It's-
Supreme
a
Cunt.
Supreme
Supreme
cunt with like a
cunt
side
lovers.
order of like the brownies or whatever.
The
Dip
cunt
your cheesy
lovers.
sticks into Supreme Cunt.
Supreme cunt made to deliver.
Yeah.
And it comes in like the automatic car, and then like the little thing comes up. It's Supreme cunt.
Yeah. Hot and
It like
steamy.
shoots tater tots out of it or something.
It's definitely a thing in Germany.
I
Yeah,
want to shoot tater
100%.
tots out of my.
Have you seen
I'm
Dr.
Irish. I probably.
Have
can.
you seen Dr. Phil on TikTok? He's pretty great.
Is
Dr.
it?
Phil's
He's got a
TikTok.
pretty
I
good
haven't.
TikTok
I'm never on
channel.
TikTok.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
might be too old for TikTok.
Oh, really? I mean, it's
can't
going to get
into
banned
it.
soon.
I know.
We-
I
yeah.
can't get into it. I
We
can't.
well, the problem with the Love Gurus, we have a TikTok. Please follow us.
Yeah, I posted it. Last couple weeks, I posted.
Yeah, but well, the problem is like if you look through our feed
like
for
the
whatever
same- it's all
reason,
the same.
we there's a lot of goats. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
don't know
goats.
why. There's
Oh.
a lot of people are following our goat enthusiasts. I don't know how that happened.
I assumed that because you started the TikTok and I started seeing when I log in I'm like, dude, Susanna's like obsessed with goats. Like and I mean, I like goats. They're a fine animal, but like
You learn a lot about people
Yeah.
from their
It's
TikTok
wild.
when you
algorithm.
go when you go through TikTok and start following like accounts and stuff, like you do,
Yeah.
the algorithm sends you down a wormhole. And I got, I think it started with like the pygmy goats, like the small cute
Yeah.
ones,
Uh-huh.
and then it just
it's
brought
just
into all
things
goats.
goat. It's all things
Yeah.
goat, man. It's the algorithm somewhere in Beijing. They were going, this lady is straight up Midwest trash. Give her goats. She loves goats. Those people love
Yeah.
goats, dude. She's a goat lady.
And to be clear, we're not talking about greatest of all time.
No.
We're talking about literal goats.
Literal goat. Like
It's not Simone Biles.
Not a basketball player.
It
It's not
cracked me up.
Simone Biles and Steph Curry. It's literal goats.
Dude, the first time it cracked me up. The
Tom
first time I
Brady.
got on our TikTok because I just go, story 1, story 2, story 3. I'm like, I know it's not going to be on there. Yeah, it is. It is. 4. I'm just scrolling the whole time. It was wild, man. It was wild.
Anyway,
It's
but
a lot
follow
of goats.
our TikTok account.
Yeah.
He's small.
Goats.
At a certain point, I'm like, how is there this many goats on
Oh,
TikTok?
there's all
How
kinds
did
of
Suzanne
worlds.
find all of
There's
this? This is
conservative
wild, dude.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
found out.
Yeah.
There's like pro-life TikTok.
Even
and, like,
I found a
American-
conservative
Bonkers.
goat. It was a MAGA.
It was a
goat.
conservative
Yeah.
goat. Yeah.
Is it-
It had MAGA
It's a Republican.
on it.
Joe Biden is bad. Yeah, that's what it said.
Oh my god.
Trump is innocent. Like it was a weird goat, man.
But yeah, speaking of greatest of all time, what other final advice do we have for this person before we
I
move on to
say
next
the
quick
mom
question?
needs to double whatever the dad's paying this kid.
Okay.
And really get the truth out. Money
Yeah.
talks.
Yeah.
Well, and
Money makes people
yeah,
talk.
if the
Yeah,
kid's
I agree.
gonna learn that bribery and blackmail are the way of life, throw a few dollars in, teach the value of a bribe.
Say, I'll get
Sure.
you a real hooker, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever this dad so-called is getting you.
Yeah.
They're raising a fine human being here.
Yeah, this is so healthy.
This rocks.
Yeah.
He's totally going to turn into one of the sons from Billions.
Defos.
Only he's got like a few hundo. You
Yeah.
know.
What's your final advice, Jake?
All right, my final advice is, you know that they lie about glasses. So what I say, get your own glasses. And plant them around the house
Yeah.
and start accusing
Like,
them.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
It's like
just
an
like
Easter-
every 2 days.
It's like
Every
an
2 days.
Easter egg hunt, but for
Yeah.
fairs.
Yeah.
And then the dad is like, "Did I fuck someone with
Yeah.
these glasses?"
Yeah.
And as soon as, because you know, like you wig out even more with every new pair that
Yeah.
you quote unquote find. And as soon as you leave the room, they'll just be looking at each other like, "Whose glasses are
Yeah.
is it your glasses? No, I really don't know this. I really
The
don't
son
know
is
this
like,
one."
"Those are my glasses. Those
Yeah.
are my glasses."
And if the boy's listening, because again, he's my hero in this question. If you ever get older and get caught with some strange lady's glasses in your house, lie and say you're cross-dressing. Boom, that's the perfect.
go.
And
that's
when
'cause
we
then-
say glasses, that's sort of an interchangeable term.
yeah.
That can be for many things, son.
Any women's clothing articles or accessories.
Women's, men's,
Yeah.
however, it
And-
doesn't.
And at first you act like you don't want to say it either. That's how you really get away with this shit. Is you like, look, I don't know where they came from. I mean, they could have come from anywhere. I don't know. Why are you accusing me of, all right, fine, they're mine. I want to be beautiful sometimes too, Linda. And you make that a thing. You're like, holy shit, she did not.
Yeah.
I thought she's going to find out about Noelle next door. That was awesome.
Yeah,
I
for
fucking
sure.
got away with this.
My friend Shannon is shitting on my money talks idea. Come on, Shannon.
Oh, wow.
You want us to read your comment or
got
not?
the private chat.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We have a question from Shannon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like I said, I mean, we answered that. So yeah, let's move on to what the question that is burning on Shannon's mind.
Question on the Love Gurus podcast, people. Watch live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Give us your comments. Give us your questions in the chat. We have one right here from Shannon on YouTube. She says, I have a question. I have an anxious attachment style. As you can tell from my previous need of Dan saying he loves me back. But how do you make it work with a partner who is an avoidant?
An avoidant.
Ooh, an avoidant.
I like that word.
Well,
I know these people too.
Well, I would say not knowing more about the situation, I would first of all, like, is the person avoidant about that one thing, like, the intimacy, the saying I love you?
Sure.
Or is that, is it just that thing, or is that person also someone in the grocery store where it's like he needs to buy a can of olives and he or she can't even ask the grocery store attendant where the olives are? Is it that, like, is the person just shy, avoids all exterior communication as much as possible? Or is it about this one specific thing? Oh, you guys know this person, don't you?
I don't know anybody.
Yeah,
I know
what's up?
Shannon's a hot girl.
Is she a psycho?
Name,
what's up?
Shannon is a hot girl.
Shannon
name.
is a hot girl.
She
name.
probably doesn't need to be with an avoidant. She can probably have
Shannon
whoever
sounds
she
like
wants,
a smoke show.
right?
Yeah. No,
so
she could have whoever
why
she
are you
wants.
bothering with this at all? Why
She
is this even
the
a thing?
soul of the party.
All
That's
right,
right.
yeah,
That's
come
right.
on, Shannon. You don't need this guy.
So I'm just saying, like, if it's the case where, like, the person that Shannon's dating is avoidant only in the department of, hey, I love you too. Well,
I'll bet he don't love you.
Yeah.
Shannon does sound hot. Shannon sounds like she could, date all of the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, I don't know who else would be.
Is this
I'll bet Shannon can hook up with both the father and the son from the last question at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, different affairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, those are my glasses the whole time.
Yeah.
She's the twist.
Is he avoidant on the important things, or is it like the silly things? Because
Yeah.
my fiance, he can be avoidant sometimes, but he says I love you all the time.
Yeah.
He says the important
Sure.
stuff. But then, like, if I could tell he's annoyed, I'll be like, honey, is everything okay? He'll be like, everything's fine. When I know it's not.
But he says it all
I'm
straight,
not.
Then I
like
just
that.
drop, and
that's
I'm like, all right,
that's I think,
whatever.
like, being in a healthy
Yeah.
relationship is like knowing when the person is annoyed about certain thing. It's like you don't have to always, like, dig and get into their stuff.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's if you feel like they're not reciprocating feelings, essentially. Like, if they're not reciprocating feelings and you don't feel appreciated, that that's never a good sign.
No, he's not like that.
Shannon says no avoidant in the way that if there's an issue in our relationship, he avoids it, and I need to confront
it.
Yeah.
So if there's an issue, he
Okay.
avoids it, and she has to confront
See,
it.
communication's key. When I
Yeah.
sense my wife is annoyed, you know what I mean? When she's got, like, the little sourpuss face on, I'll politely be like, "What the fuck did I do now?"
Yeah.
And so that's how I kind of figure it out.
Here's how I like to. So when I feel like there's a problem in my relationship, here's what I like to do. First of all, first thing I do, I go to bed mad. Love.
They say not to do that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Also because
It's in the Bible.
No, because also
I don't sleep well happy.
because my partner he stays up late, so he's like he always stays up way later. So what I do is I'll ice him out, give him the silent treatment, then I'll go to bed mad,
That's
and
right.
then I'll sleep for about 30 minutes, and then my anger will wake me up, and then I'll come into the living room in my underwear, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
and then we'll kind of, like, not scream, but we'll, like,
So you have
hash it
rageful
out.
dreams?
Yeah.
You have rage dreams?
Like, I can't
You
sleep
just
if
sit-
I'm.
I'm
I
just
can't sleep if
picturing
I'm
you-
mad about it.
I'm just
Yeah.
picturing you tossing her.
So I wait. Yeah,
dog?
I wait till it.
dog
I wait till it builds up like a zit, and then I
There you
go
go.
and I squeeze that zit in his
That's
face.
right.
Yeah.
and then we just kind of have like a little like volcano eruption, and then it's like, oh, okay, all right, good night, and then I sleep like a baby.
Yeah. I normally just I don't confront my wife about anything until I'm blind, stinking drunk. You know, I think that's the way to do it.
When it all comes
there's
out.
also something about you and Amy's relationship that one would think you don't take issue with a lot of things Amy does. However, she, on the other hand, has a laundry list.
Oh, Christ. I had to hear about it last night. Why are you blackout drunk around the baby? Oh, like it was a whole fucking ordeal.
Amy just commented, he who is described as an avoidant has heard the phrase, we need to talk too many times.
Yeah. Yeah, avoidant sounds like something that you fucking check on your tax form. You know what I mean? Like, that's an official. That's a guy who
I am avoidant
everything.
of taxes.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's going to jail.
Yeah. But I guess also it's about, like, you know, sometimes, like, there is, like, so much pressure built up around it. Like, let's say that you do have something to talk about in the relationship. Rather than, like, you know, you guys going to work and then it's like 9 o'clock and then you send this text. It's like, we need to talk when we get home. It's like, don't do that.
Yeah, I've gotten that. Don't do that.
Yeah, but when, you know, you both come home and be like, hey, do you want to go out? Like, maybe let's go get chicken wings. And then while you're, like, elbows deep into some chicken wings, be like, hey, you know, so Brittany seems nice. I saw you slide into her DMs.
Yeah.
You know, just
Noelle is fine.
Yeah. Wait till he's mid-wing. Wait till he's mid-wing break.
So don't, you know, because also...
It's impossible to lie with chicken wing sauce on your face.
Yeah.
They can tell, you know?
Because also, again, like, if you send that text at 9 o'clock, oh, we've got to talk, that person has all day to think about defenses and excuses. Whereas, if you're, like, disarming them over, you know, some chicken bones, it's like, oh, what? And then you get, like, an honest reaction about the fact that he's cheating!
I mean, are most straight guys avoidants, though?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
I didn't think I was. Okay, here's the thing. I did not think I was.
They smoke weed and don't like conflict.
I'm more of a boozy
Nailed
head.
it.
But I did not think I was an avoidant until Suzanne mentioned the thing about not asking for help at a grocery store. I have collectively wasted 5 years of my life walking around grocery stores looking for one item.
Yes.
And I don't give a fuck. I will bring podcasts.
Jake he's never cooked anything that calls for artichoke hearts because he does not know where those are in the grocery store.
And I'm not going to ask the shopkeep like a fucking cuck either. No, I'm finding those goddamn artichokes.
I'm trying to think of a straight guy I was ever with who was like, oh, honey, I have to tell you about feelings I'm having.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened.
And also, and to be fair, let's be
to me.
Yeah.
They come to me and they ask if they're gay or not.
Right?
Dad, I'm having these weird feelings. But also,
I've said that to you.
Yes.
And let's also
That's
clarify.
what Dan says. You're 29. You haven't figured this out by now. Stop being an avoidant.
Yeah.
But also, and let's also clarify, we're not talking about confrontational. We're not saying if you're avoidant in this situation of like sharing your feelings, that doesn't mean you're not confrontational. Because I feel like if anything, straight men are known for being confrontational. Yeah. But, you know, so they're happy to fight with you.
Dude, I love
but they're not going to show, like, you know, straight men don't start a fight with, you hurt my feelings. You know, they don't. That sentence never comes out in a bar fight.
Producer Amy,
you don't fucking do that, man.
You hurt my feelings.
You don't do that. That's not cool. What you said about my mother.
Can you imagine how different the movie Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze would have been had they started all those fights with? You hurt my feelings.
I'm picturing who's the guy with the mustache? Sam, what's his name?
Oh, I can't remember.
I'm picturing him just. You hurt my feelings.
Yeah. That was the horse's head in The Godfather.
Yeah.
That was a big you hurt my feelings. That horse's head.
I'm trying to think of the...
You hurt my feelings.
One of the
now I'm cutting your horse's head off.
Put
it in your bed.
Only times my boyfriend was like, you're doing something that bothers me and I need to tell you about it. It was when I was half ripping off the aluminum foil on the peanut can. And
that's
driving
terrible.
Nuts.
That's terrible.
He was like, please take the whole piece of aluminum foil off. And that's the only time
Yeah.
he ever came
Wow.
to me like,
So
we
you'll
need to
only
talk
take-
about something.
You'll
What?
only
It's
take
the
half of
aluminum
the
foil.
aluminum foil off.
Yeah,
Why
'cause
only half?
Because I figured it was keeping it fresher.
Oh, man.
But this is, I think that
That
this
is a
is
learning
something.
disability
What
in action.
about cottage cheese though? Does he like take the whole
Oh,
plastic?
there's no cottage cheese.
No
in my
cottage
house.
cheese?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
it looks like something that's not only because my friend who worked at a Planned Parenthood ruined cottage cheese for me
Really?
forever.
Why?
Because she
Wow.
said that like it comes out of women with horrible yeast.
Yeah, yeast infections.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Guys,
Yeah.
Shannon says, so the advice is giving me I'm going back to women now.
Oh, yep, yeah.
We're
you know?
turning her.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
most
right.
straight
Turning
guys.
her back gay.
Yeah, back to Shannon. Yeah, not to get off. I was just about to get really disgusting. But yeah, if he's telling you he loves you and yet you're
See,
amazing.
that yeast infection, though, that turned her straight again. Though.
I know,
It's-
right?
She's back and
Right?
forth.
I
with
know,
this- with this
yeah,
question.
it's back and forth.
Yeah.
If he's telling you the
You don't wanna
important
get
stuff,
yeast
then
in your face.
then keep it. But if it's done, like no straight man is going to be that forthcoming with his stuff ever.
Yeah.
As long as he's saying the important stuff.
Yeah, as long as he's saying the important stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you, again, I think that it's like if you feel like there's a piece that, you know, he is holding back, then that's never good. Because I think like in a relationship, no matter whom you're with, it's like as long as you feel like, okay, like this is an open canal, as it were, you know, but if you feel like he's
Sure.
just kind of, you know, if you feel like his dam is up, then
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah.
His
His dam of feelings.
Your damn is up. I can't believe you.
That was Sam Goodman's shittiest movie. Your damn is up. You've hurt my feelings
Yeah.
for the last summer. Let's see. Producer Amy on YouTube says, I was told today by a wise person, if you want a response from a man, say why you were mad in 3 words or less.
So
dude. I'll
Shannon's-
zone out after 4 or 5 of those things.
Shannon's texting me the responses to these. She says,
Okay.
I can't even say I have to shit in 3 words or less. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to say this?
No, I definitely. Also, again,
I have
like
to shit.
let's
Oh, yeah, it's
let's
4
also
words.
stop apologizing for straight men
I
that
got
they
a shit. You
can't.
can say, I got a shit.
Yeah.
That's
No,
3.
let's
I
stop
gotta shit.
apologizing for straight men and curtailing our behavior so because they're acting like such idiots. You know, you can have like you can say your feelings in a whole paragraph. Like let's
Yeah.
just start holding them accountable for keeping a conversation going,
Yeah.
and then maybe by the time the Earth, goes into a cinder bucket because of global warming, they're gonna get it.
I disagree. Shannon, keep curtailing. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah. No, get to our level, straight men.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dan
Go-
says you're hot. You don't have to put up. There's another man right around the corner.
She's
There's plenty
hot.
of them
oh
out
my
there.
God, everyone loves
There's
her.
plenty
Yeah.
of them out there.
If
There's
someone
an ocean
doesn't
of
like
men.
Shannon, it's
Yeah.
a red flag to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Like
know?
Shannon
There you
seems
go.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shannon, again, like I don't know what anything
I
else
wanna-
about this, but I just feel like you're better than this person.
Tyler on YouTube says, I'm kind of avoidant sometimes, but that's just because I'm super lazy
Sorry.
and like to avoid work. Yeah. I mean, you know.
No, well, work's a different thing altogether. So.
That's right. You know who wasn't an avoidant? General Custer, and look what it did for him. You know. Tyler on YouTube says, I also avoid people I do not know, like plaque. So I guess I'm super avoidant. Matt on YouTube says there are only 20% of the truest straight guys, just like in the NFL. What's the NFL?
The NFL, the National
Oh,
Football
NFL.
League.
NFL.
It's a sports
yeah.
league. The ball's like sort of oval,
No, I know.
and
now.
most straight men are obsessed with it.
Well, not me, because I didn't know what he was talking about. No, he literally is. When I say it, it does sound like NFL, but he wrote NF and then hell. I didn't know, yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
It is.
If
it
I
is.
had been able to read that, I would have gotten the joke. But yeah,
But yeah,
Can't read that.
I
either?
can't read. No, of course I
what
can't.
What are they, superhumans? I
yeah.
don't
Jake has
understand.
excellent vision.
I got them eagle eyes, but I can't read good.
He
I
eats
can't read
spinach and 30 carrots a day.
That's right.
I do too. I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Well, I've started rubbing the spinach on my eyeballs. That's my new.
Ooh, cute.
Matt on YouTube says Swayze was protecting King from Platoon. The guy who was in the best fight scene with Rowdy, Swayze had his back. Yeah. Let's see.
So so Dan, does Shannon feel like we've at least like if not
Shannon
solved,
says, "Get on our level."
if not solved her
Yeah.
her issues, like at least sort of maybe pointed her in the right, but also because this is like your friend.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to give like harsh advice.
I'll give harsh advice to her. I absolutely, Shannon, you got to tell these guys they're being avoidant because they don't. Okay, most guys who are avoidant don't know. I literally just learned that word from you today.
You just
And
feel like
so,
She's a teacher.
yeah, I did, yeah, and I'm damn near illiterate. So like sometimes just tell a guy how you feel instead of just sitting there with an angry expression on your face, going, "Why can't he read my mind and ask me about things?"
But
I
she
don't know.
does tell him how she feels.
yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She
Is she?
is. I
Okay.
just feel like
Yeah.
I just feel like straight men invented this term avoidant or we invented this term so that they don't have to act like goddamn adults. Like, just be adults.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyone?
now-
Am I alone?
I
Hello?
hate being an adult. That's why I'm drunk on a
Also,
weeknight.
how old is she? How old is she?
Oh, she's my age. She's like 28.
Oh my God, you've
Yeah.
got so many more to go.
So
There's like
many.
10
Shit,
more
yeah,
dudes to
Shannon,
go
do
before you
not-
find
do
the
not
right
cash-
one.
10 more.
Do
There's
not
like
cash
10
that
more
ticket
guys.
early.
10
got
more
this.
dicks.
There's
Or
like 10
women.
more dudes
Or
to go.
women.
Yeah. Or
'Cause she's
women.
going
All right,
back
all
now.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with women, she'll be moved in a
Oh,
week,
yeah.
right?
Just one
Isn't that
more
the
woman.
thing?
Yeah.
And I
That's
must,
all you need.
I must
One more
say,
woman.
would you?
Just-
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
feed them whatever you got to
yeah,
eat to
you
not
have
get
your
yeast infections because that
whole
sounded
life.
awful.
Women
Your
are
whole
fun.
life.
It's getting into summertime.
Yeah.
You don't want to be committed in a relationship in the summertime anyway. And plus,
No.
if you're going to start dating women again, women are funner to go to the beach with. Full stop. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
There you
Yeah.
go.
No, they are.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon says, "Give it to me straight." That's right. I got
That's
you.
what we
I got
did.
you. That's what we did.
That
That's
was
what we
that-
did.
that-
those were honest answers.
That's
Yeah.
right, Shannon.
So-
You're too young
But
and
good
good
luck.
looking to be worried about an avoidant
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
It is the summer of
Absolutely.
Shannon.
It's the
Yeah.
summer of
Yeah,
Shannon.
Summer of
Shannon.
Shannon.
That's
Oh
right.
my God, we're all going to
God.
Rockaway
Uh-huh.
after this.
Oh my gosh.
Shannon 2023.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not white boy
That's
summer.
what it
It's
is.
Shannon summer.
That's
All right?
right.
Shannon's
Yeah.
summer. Oh my
Definitely.
God.
Love
Tyler
that.
on YouTube says, "Oh, I hate when women think us guys can read their minds. Just tell us what your problem is, so we
my
can
God.
figure out how to solve it together." That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
That's
Yeah,
right.
there we go.
Tyler,
Yeah,
you-
what about
That's right.
Tyler?
What a
and
legend.
Shannon?
Okay,
Yeah.
Tyler,
Put them
you don't
together.
count in those negative things I said about guys before.
Friend of the show, Dana Friedman on YouTube says, "Shannon, if you say you're going back to women, you never left." That's right. That's right.
Hey, there we go.
You just took a vacation from the
Just
snacks
taking a break.
pool.
Just
Yeah.
taking a break. Just
Took a
doing
break
it. It's just
from,
doing. Men are like a gas
Yeah.
station in
Yeah.
Delaware, just passing through.
Took
You
a
know,
Okay.
break from
we
the,
know
the
some-
game of snacks.
We know some hot Leslie comics. Like,
Yes.
there are some good ones
Oh,
that you
yeah,
can introduce her
they're-
to.
They're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there for sure.
Funny.
With
Oh,
this
yeah.
motion.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm bringing her in.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're sweeping up some salt.
Even though a comic, I don't know.
No,
Do you
I will.
wanna
I will
do-
bring her to shows more. She comes to lots of my shows.
All right.
So,
Bam.
Okay.
yeah, she might move to Astoria soon too. Why am I giving so much
All
information
right.
about her?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Let's
gonna
not
get
dox
laid.
her.
You're
Dana's
accidentally
gonna find
doxing your
laid.
friend.
Yeah.
Well, let's yeah. Again, so hopefully Shannon, you feel helped.
You got this.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you got this, Shannon. Summer of Shannon. I'm definitely.
Shannon, call us after,
Yeah.
and then we can give you life coaching.
That's right.
that we're doing.
But yeah, so let's move on to our next question.
Next question on the Love Gurus podcast, people. Give us your questions live on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Eastern every single Thursday, or write us at loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com. For right now, we're going to take our next question from the Wild Animals on Reddit.
Next question. Ex-wife wants to reconcile. I'm 39 and my ex-wife is 37. We were together for 4 years, married for another 4, and have been divorced for 7 years. We have 2 children together, 14 and 12. We co-parent, and we each get a week with the children. I love my wife deeply, but the sad truth is that she couldn't stay away from the male attention.
Ooh.
She's a very beautiful woman.
She's
and
the opposite of avoidant, it seems
has
like.
been her whole life. Men would always look at her when she walked by, and I felt like I was lucky that she was mine. Until I found out that she was entertaining these men.
Oh,
And I discovered text messages on her phone that she would allow them to take her on dates and go out to bars secretly after her work shift ended. She promised that it was never anything sexual, and I never had any proof of it. However, it wasn't my cup of tea, so I ended the marriage. She spent the last years in therapy, in which she's been diagnosed with histrionic personality disorder and OCD.
oh, that sounds like such a made-up fucking word.
I'll explain what histrionic personality disorder is in a second.
Yeah. Good.
She claims that she's doing very well in therapy, and that our last drop off with the kids, she told me that she's worked so hard that she now wants to reconcile our marriage. She hasn't been on any dates. She hasn't tried to be flirtatious. Her goal now is just to fix us if I am willing to try.
God.
Knowing that she has a diagnosis for why she was like this, and her actively getting help sort of opens my mind to the possibilities of a future with her. I want nothing more than my family back, but is it a mistake to get back together? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I had to Google this. Histrionic personality disorder is a mental health condition marked by unstable emotions, a distorted self-image, and an overwhelming desire to be noticed. People with HPD often behave dramatically or
Sounds like me.
inappropriately
Yeah.
to get attention.
Every comic we know.
That's every comedian I know.
No, that's definitely me.
Is she a comic? I bet she
I'm like,
is.
wait, I feel like they just described everyone under the age of 77.
Yes.
What is
Yeah.
that
Unlike
about?
HPV, there is no vaccine for HPD. Nothing you can do about that one.
But again, like, so she went to a therapist.
Therapists are
I don't
such
know if
fucking
this therapist
scam
was in like the back of a circus tent or like a stagecoach
He
or
should have
something.
been. They're all snake oil salesmen. I've been saying it my whole life. Therapists are, dude. I view them as like one step above Reiki healers. These
Dude,
fucking
No.
I
therapists.
like, no joke, just Venmo'd my therapist.
Oh,
in the
God.
middle of
Some therapists are legit. Some therapists are
Yeah.
legit.
Well, it turns out you have a disorder that's called basic human emotions, and that's going to be another $75 an hour.
I think if they're like quick to diagnose you, that's what. Anyway, but yeah. So okay. So to give a summary of this question.
Oh, therapists. You mean the same people that brought us the opioid epidemic? I don't trust them.
Hey, I need my opioids.
I do
Yeah.
like them. I do, especially when you crush them up, do a little bumpsky poos.
But yeah. So to
You
give a
can't
summary
see
of
it,
this
but I
question.
mean-
So they were. So this
Oh
couple.
yeah, shit. No, you need
Yeah,
opioids.
yeah. Show the folks the need.
I can show them the
Show the
battery
folks
I
at
have
home.
it implanted
Yeah.
in my spine.
Kate has this cute skeleton in her house of all of her body parts that have been
know.
like replaced
It's
with
pretty-
yeah,
it's pretty
with
wild.
tectonic, yeah, bionic.
She's a
It-
cyborg
yeah,
and she needs
exactly.
opioids to help
Yeah.
the process of
But I
becoming
don't
a
She's
have
like a
any
drugged up
on me,
Mr.
so
Potato Head.
please don't mug me on the way home.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have any on me. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
all right.
so-
So maybe she's one of those women who needs attention from men at all times, right?
Yeah.
Which is a little bonkers. We know women like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
You know, like they still
takes
they
a
have an
village
amazing
to
boyfriend,
make
but
her
they
happy.
still have to do the sexy selfies all over the internet
Yeah,
because
it's not
they
enough.
need that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Takes a whole village of men to make her happy.
She banged all 5 of the village
Yeah.
people in one
The
sitting.
village people.
Yes.
She fucked all the village
Right.
people.
Yes. The DMs. All right, but go
Here's-
on. You're
yeah,
not done
no,
yet.
No,
Sorry.
I'm just saying.
Because
like, no, I
his
totally agree with you.
ex-wife's a slut.
But I think that there's a difference though, because she, in this, it's one thing if like, if you're with someone who is like that, who always has to be like posting on Instagram with like the sexy selfies, whatever, that's one thing. However, she was
Right,
taking it
that's
the
not-
next level of actually
Yeah.
going on dates with these people. And so if
There's an ancient Greek term for that. It's called cheating.
Yeah.
No, you should not get
and
that.
the fact that it's like you go to this therapist and it's like, oh, you have this disorder,
Fucking
it's called
therapist.
cheating.
fucking
Like,
therapist.
Yeah, what are you
are you
talking
paying me
about?
$100 an hour? Well, then everything is everyone else's fault. None
But
of your problems.
what do
Yes,
they
yes.
what do they talk about in their
Totally.
therapy sessions? Did you fuck him? No. Did you fuck him? No. I fucked him. Damn it.
I keep fucking all these other guys, and my ex-husband claims that it's my fault. Tell me it's
Yeah.
not. You have pills. Tell me it's not my
But
fault.
and ultimately, here's what I hear in the question. She is beautiful. He always felt like he was batting above his weight or whatever that term was.
You
And so
outpunted your coverage, sir. Good for you.
So he wants to again call her his, which what are you fucking talking about? She's not a goat. Those are on our TikTok account.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's like he's like it sounded like what he liked the most about the relationship was that he quote unquote had a beautiful woman, that he owned like a beautiful woman. Like, what are you talking
Well,
about,
she's
sir?
also the mother of their 2 children.
Oh, I missed
They
that
have
part.
2 kids together.
Wow. Okay.
So, look.
Your baby
maybe-
mama's a skank,
plus,
dude.
Sometimes losing something or or coming very close to losing something makes you realize how amazing it actually is.
Yeah.
And it straightens you right the fuck up.
Don't. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe she was like, holy shit, my ex-husband actually is the greatest man I've ever met, and these doofuses I'm hanging out with are actually fucking the worst, and I would really actually like to have the love of my life back.
That's very optimistic. I think she
Maybe
thinks
that's
that in
what
her
it
head.
is.
But the way I see that going is she's going to stick to that for about 2 months, and then she's going to cheat again, and then go, but my therapist said it's because I'm mentally ill. Like, and then
The one thing I also
she's going to blame it on some made-up fucking disorder
The one
that
thing
some
I've-
smug dude with little elbow patches threw at her for a bunch of money.
I would be very quick to agree with you. However, I just want to point out that it's been 7 years since they've been divorced. Like, time has passed.
That's a
Yeah,
lot of
she's
time.
getting
have
older.
happened. Yeah, time.
You know, I say give it a shot. I
Yeah.
say yes.
You think-
I
yeah.
say,
Oh my
I
God.
say get
I'm
back
also in
together.
that. Yeah, and then if
Wile
she,
Coyote's not even gullible
Yeah.
enough to go get back together with
Didn't
this lady.
Jen and Bran
she's
worked
an
it
Acme
out,
rocket,
right?
and you're
Brad Pitt,
Wile
Jennifer
Coyote's
Aniston.
Are
penis.
they back together?
Yeah, remember Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt got back together? Did they break up?
I don't know.
What? No,
Jennifer
they
Aniston,
didn't.
Brad Pitt?
They never
They got back
together.
together.
When?
They got back together like
You're
a couple years ago.
You're talking about Ben Affleck and J-Lo.
No, Jennifer
No, I
Aniston and
thought I saw something like that, but then
Really?
I never saw
Jennifer
a picture
took
of
'em
them
back.
together
Yeah,
ever
Jennifer
again.
I
took 'em
saw a
back.
picture of them like backstage behind the Oscars, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, they got back together!" But it's like,
No, I thought it was real.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I've never seen pictures of them together ever again.
Ooh, go. And
I
then
was
she got an
Googling it.
Maybe she did. Maybe
Is-
they did break up again.
Who's the
What
one
if,
he had
what
all the
if that
kids
was
with?
yeah? Huh?
Who's the one he had all the kids with?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina
Yeah.
Jolie.
Yeah. But yeah,
See, I don't follow celebrity relationships at all. I don't know what they're up to,
I
man.
think So I don't know. I
You
feel like
don't?
I'm
No.
already gonna go to final advice for this question because also I think that we should only do one more question after this.
Oh, never mind. They're not back together.
I wish though.
Moot
I wish
point.
They were.
Don't get
I
back
wish they
together.
were.
That's right, because Brad Pitt's too smart for that.
Here's the thing about Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston that and you see this a lot is they were a couple to me that looked like brother and sister, which
I agree.
which totally makes sense.
That's true. When his
I
hair
agree.
got longer,
Because
Yeah.
like
Yep.
it's because but that
They're-
makes sense
they're like-
because if you're dating someone that looks like you're gonna be like, oh my god, the person's hot.
Yeah.
But then you guys are walking down the street holding hands, and it's like, when did the Mormons get in town?
Yeah.
Like
They look like fancy inbreds, like the Ptolemaic pharaohs or something.
Yeah.
They're rich,
yeah,
but
just
they
look
have
like brother and
They
sister.
do
It's
look
just
like a
kinda
king and
gross.
queen.
Yeah.
Like incest brother and sister, king and queen.
Yeah.
You're
My,
right.
my ex-husband and I
I'm
look
fucking
like
my brother
and
to
sister.
keep the
Really?
land in the
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so my final advice for this
He's
dude
not my
is-
brother while we're having sex. He's the Duke of Yorkingham.
it's,
Duke of York.
That's right.
It's whatever I call it. But yeah, my final advice for this person is: look, it looks as though it seems as though he's not done. It seems as though he's not
Yeah.
done with the relationship. There's still maybe a passageway for this. So therefore, just go for it. If she burdens you again, and she probably will,
Then you live and learn.
yeah, then you live and learn. But the fact
Yeah.
that but at this point in your life, if you're 39 and she comes to you and says this, and she is the mother of your children, if you don't give this a shot, you're going to, then be 59 and think, oh, I wonder what if Vanessa and I got back together, you know?
And maybe
Right.
take it slow. Don't move back in right away. Date for like
yeah,
a year.
date.
Yeah.
Be cute, do cute
Stayed a
things.
little
Yeah.
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
But yeah, I say do it. I say she deserves
Yeah,
a 2nd
I'm with-
chance.
I'm with Kate.
She's in therapy. You guys are older. She probably
Yeah.
realized she made a terrible fucking mistake. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, maybe she's that's I agree. Yeah. What do you guys, any final advice
He's
for you
gonna
guys?
fuck the therapist.
That's right. The whole time.
Bad.
The whole time he's even smug in the bed. How does that make you feel? Ah, Christ.
You know, you've done that motion before.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're
But
like
he-
a concert. It's like-
Oh, I
He-
hurt,
he has
I
a
hurt
slug.
my back doing
Jake
it.
watched Beavis and Butthead as a child and never looked
That's
back.
right. That's right. Even his cum face is smug. Oh,
Cum face.
oh, I'm coming now.
Okay.
What do you mean I'm still on the clock? We've been fucking right now. I have to pay for this? This is ridiculous.
All right. Let's do one last
All
question,
right,
but
all right.
let's
Well,
do this.
my final
oh
advice,
yeah,
my
sorry.
final advice for this guy is, sir, not only have you done this with your, like you've been with her. You gave it a try. And we not only have you seen this movie in person, we all saw this movie in the 90s. It was called Forrest Gump. All right.
You don't have you don't have it in Forrest Gump. You don't have it in Forrest Gump, sir. You don't have it in Forrest Gump, sir. All right, she calls him up. Like, hey, by the way, I got a 6-year-old now that you're rich. Yeah. And then she kind of gave me AIDS. They don't say it. They don't say it in the movie.
She did not give him.
She gave me. She gave me. Yeah. Sir,
but
sir,
you should
you're
get
dating
an
Jenny.
STD test. He should make sure if she's
Yes.
been out there, STD
Out
test.
there.
Yeah.
Sir.
That's like something my
She's
mother would
out
say. Like,
there.
I heard she's been out there
She's
around
been
the
out
town.
there. Definitely get tested.
While
for all the
drinking
stuff.
her coffee with a saucer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's been wearing short skirts,
Yeah.
I hear.
You
don't want
get
those
tested
bad
a couple
bumpies.
times.
Yeah.
Couple times. Just in case that first test was bad. You get a second opinion on this.
Yeah.
Sir, you're dating Jenny from Forrest Gump. She's going to give you AIDS and fucking die on you, just like Jenny in the movie.
All right.
Next question.
Next question.
Next
Okay,
question
so
on
let's
Lovers Podcast.
let's do this. Based on the time, let's do this lightning round. So what we're gonna do for lightning round is that I will read the question and then we'll just go once around the room with our final advice.
All
So
right.
this is the last one.
Last one?
Yeah.
And that was number
Yeah,
one.
that
This
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Lightning round. Last question on the Love Gurus podcast. Husband logs our fights. I'm 34 and my husband's 33. We've been together for 4 years.
Oh, real quick. Joel on YouTube says, sounds like the husband is trying to be an avoidant.
Call back.
Yeah.
Nice call back.
Yeah, okay. So, husband logs our fights. I'm 34 and my husband's 33. We've been together for 4 years. I found a folder on his phone with documentation of all of our arguments, fights, our financial records, tax statements, bank statements, real estate property, and my driver's license and my social security number. I confronted him, and he said that if we ever get divorced, it's for self-protection.
Oh.
I feel betrayed.
What?
I feel betrayed. I make
Wow.
a lot of money, and he's self-employed, and he'd obviously be entitled to what we, community property, which I'm fine with, but it saddens me that he feels like he has to be calculating and planning for our eventual split up.
Oh, man.
What do I do?
That's brutal.
Yeah, this is a huge red flag.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I'll,
He's screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
yeah. So my final advice for this person is, well, first of all, it's okay. If you're married, I can definitely understand. Like, yeah, you want to know about like your tax statements, and if you're,
Yeah.
if your partner's like laundering money, yeah, you'd want to know about that sort of stuff. But if you're logging your arguments, there is nothing that tanks a relationship quicker, in my humble opinion, than bringing up old issues that you've already solved. Like if you've solved an issue, that's it, you're done. You need to forget about it. You need to have the memory of a goldfish on that. Like it's done.
Yeah, plus,
like,
he's just logging his side of the story.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it's completely
Absolutely.
biased. But if you're
Megan got mad at me again for not doing the dishes, but
What is
it
this?
was her time.
Yeah, what is it? The
Let the record show it was her
workplace
turn.
where he's like documenting shit like at the workplace for human resources.
Also,
like that's
yeah.
fucking bonkers.
When was
bonkers. That's bonkers.
When was the last time that you heard of a couple couldn't get divorced because the judge thought, you know what, I don't think they're fighting quite enough for a divorce.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You can get a divorce. It's totally fine.
No.
The fact that he is logging that is, to me, insane.
Yeah.
So either she nips it about it and says absolutely not anymore.
Destroy it. Throw it all
destroy
in a
it.
fire.
Yeah.
And with my fucking social security number and driver's license, no.
Yeah.
Throw it all in
Throw
the
it
fire.
away.
This
Yeah.
man is
Throw
a
it
security.
in
Change your
the
name.
fire. Yeah.
Change your face.
Be like, dude, you need to get rid of all of that shit immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, when you break up, he's going to immediately commit identity theft.
Yeah, no shit.
That's the move.
Because he said,
Or he's
going
gonna post your shit
Yeah.
on like 4chan.
He's planning for their
He's
divorce.
saying it to your
Yeah.
face. This is
Yeah.
like a big red
Oh
flag
my God.
already.
Yeah.
I'm getting
That's
some major
psycho.
4chan guys.
So
on
do
this.
you, so then when he I know that we're doing
I bet he
lightning
steals her
round. Let me
tweets like a certain comic we know.
Psycho.
Let me just ask one question though. He says that it's for self-protection. If it's just, but again, like if you're in a
Huge.
happy
No.
relationship,
The fact he admitted that,
Yeah.
that's like Freudian almost. Like he's like
yeah,
Yeah.
felt like he had to admit that or something.
Yeah, this is something you should really
No,
keep
he's
secret.
a piece of shit.
he's a piece of shit.
The
yeah,
fact that
he's
he
a piece of
admitted this,
shit.
thinking it wouldn't come off as crazy,
In fact-
to me is the craziest part
Yeah.
of the whole
Thank him
fucking-
for admitting
Nope.
this, because
Yeah.
not actually thank him, but like thank God, because
Throw it-
now you can plan with
The-
us.
Yeah.
This guy,
Yes.
he's like Jason Bates
in the movie Psycho if on a first date he was like, I keep my dead mom in the basement. I dress up like her. If he just fucking said it.
But
Jason Bates, the actor? You mean Norman Bates?
Norman Bates, yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure
I knew it was wrong when it came out of my mouth, but I didn't know.
But you said it with
I-
confidence, and that's the
That's
point
right.
of podcasting.
Yeah.
Whatever you're saying is true.
That's right.
If it has confidence.
Not only did Jason Bates star in Psycho, he also cured COVID.
Yes, there we go.
No.
I don't need the
No.
vaccine as long as I have that man.
I say to her, throw that all in a fire. Tell him he's not to log your fucking fights ever again. Or have copies of your fucking documents. I don't know. My dude and I have been together 13 years. I don't know his fucking social security number. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's
weird.
bonkers.
They're going to get in a yelling, shouting match, and then he's going to slam the door, and she's going to hear.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, are you scribbling in there? Are you writing in
Yeah,
there?
no
Yeah.
shit. No, honey, I'm making credit cards with your name on it. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah,
Are you posting my nudes on 4chan again?
yeah.
All right. So, any other final advice from this side of the room, Dan?
I
Kate?
can empathize a little bit. Maybe she might be in a little denial or something about like he's screaming at her basically. Like this is a red flag. You
Yeah.
know, I am
Yeah.
planning to leave you. Like I've been with guys who have said, I was with this guy who was like, I get bored with guys pretty easily. And my first thought was, wow, those poor guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel for them. And there's a voice in the back of my head. Maybe
Oh,
she's thinking, my other social security number? Oh, wow. I totally... No, she's not. This is... just... He's giving you advice to leave him, basically.
No, bonkers.
Yeah.
Throw it
Bonkers.
all in a fire.
Throw it away.
He has
Change your identity.
No business with your driver's license
No.
or social, even if you are fucking married.
No.
That's insane.
Yeah.
All right.
It sounds like he's going to plan to murder you also.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds,
fucking get out of there.
got your
Get
social.
out of there.
Like, what
yeah.
the hell?
Get out of there.
It's got
That's
records on you?
bonkers.
Yeah, he
All
sounds crazy like Jason
Yeah.
Bates.
No, this sounds like in one of those murder shows
Yeah.
on Lifetime or whatever.
Yes.
Where she's like, well, he was doing this weird stuff, but I was like, I don't know. Like, and then the whole audience is like, what are you doing?
Yeah, lady.
Yes,
It's Mrs.
run!
Doubtfire.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
does
my
sound like
lover
the,
killer.
Get out of there.
this lady does sound like the dumb lady in every horror movie that runs up the stairs.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
Like
you're running
Anna
upstairs
Faris
right now.
in Scary
All right.
Movie.
What's your final advice, Jake?
My final advice is just play it cool. Just be like, yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Yeah, no, keep logging. Keep writing, buddy. And then,
See what else you write.
Hey, can you
Yeah.
can you add our grocery list to that
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
list of shame
No
that you've
shit.
got
Uh-huh.
going there? Thanks. We need carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's paying
You-
for him. She makes more money than he
That's
does.
right.
Start an FBI investigation with this. Say like, no, that's cool. Keep writing. Keep
This-
writing.
keep writing.
Keep writing, and then keep
Yeah.
logging, like taking pictures, sending it to the FBI.
But here's the thing:
Boop,
while he's at work, while he's gone, one day you go into his notes and you just take a red pen and you just start crossing shit out. Like that's not how it happened, and you just correct it. You edit it. You make it look like a really shitty essay in English class. You know,
yeah.
like that was sent in by like a
C-minus.
Stone kid. You know,
Yeah.
that was sent in by like Sean Penn's character in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You know, you make his notes look like an English paper that guy turned in, and you just fucking write all over it. And then you do give him a grocery list. By the way, we need eggs, fucker. You
Yeah,
know?
you're
And-
paying for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. I think, definitely, because there's definitely something to be said about the fact that you're in such a dumpster fire of a marriage right now
Yeah.
that you're the fun one at brunch, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you don't sound that fun.
Fun.
They are waiting for you to show up, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't care about what Trisha and her PTA meeting had. We want to
Right.
talk about you and what Bruce has written in the shame. What do they do in Mean Girls? The like that
the burn book?
The
Yeah,
burn
the
book.
burn
We don't
book.
care about.
Yeah,
They
He's got a
they
burn
want
book on you.
They want to hear
And
about
it's
Bruce
even
and
more
his burn book.
stalkery. It's not even like she's fat and has a huge bra. It's like, no, here's
Yeah.
her social security number.
Yeah.
No
Here's her
shit.
photos of her on a
That's
walk the other day.
crazy.
Yeah, bro, you're already in a long-term relationship with her. You don't need to stalk her anymore. She's sleeping with
also
you, dummy.
Start
He's like,
preparing
habits.
yourself for divorce. Open your own bank
Get a
account.
lawyer.
Yeah.
Open
Get a
your own
lawyer.
bank
Like, you need a
account,
lawyer
start
right
saving
now.
your own money that
Yep.
he doesn't know about.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
start protecting yourself. This
See,
guy's a psychopath.
Now I'm starting to feel bad for the guy because
Yeah.
it's like, when you're a stalker and your stalkee falls in love with you, it kind of takes some of the flavor out
It's
of
the
it.
stalker and the stalky
Yeah.
relationship.
It's the chase.
It's
It's the
not
chase.
fun when she's sleeping with me, I feel less like a creep now.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
Yeah.
I'm a
But again,
stalker.
but we've already said it. It's not about this guy. It's about Shannon Summer.
Yes! Summer of
It's Shannon
Shannon!
Summer. Yeah.
Shannon 2023.
Shannon, if you're listening to this, it's about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And lady who wrote this last question, you need to find your inner Shannon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
go
need to
hang out
party.
with
You
Shannon.
gotta go hang out with Shannon.
That's
She's
right.
so
Yeah.
much fun hanging
Yeah,
out with the two of
she's
us.
the
Yeah.
soul of the group.
Because I
Yeah.
would love to meet you
That's
Yeah.
right.
and get the deal on all
Yeah.
of this.
You need to you and Shannon need to find dudes that are less of avoidance.
Yeah, less of avoidance.
Yeah.
They are of avoidance.
They are yes, they're not they're find dudes who are less avoidanty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. I think we answered that question. I think we answered all of our questions.
Yes.
This week.
Yes, this
get
has
to
been a
it-
great
Yeah,
episode.
the village showed up. So it
Thank
was
you,
great.
thank you
The
to everybody
village
in the
is
chat,
here.
man. We had a lot of people in the chat
Thank
tonight, man. This was
you.
great. And thank you most of all to both our amazing guests. Thank you to Kayt Hester. Thank you to Dan Frank.
Yes.
Everybody
so
go
much for
follow them.
having me.
Look them up. And until next week, watch us live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Until next time, later.
Oh, shit.